Regina Daniels Moko has heaped praises on her mother as her marriage continues to go through tough times online.
Okay, let's go.
Even after all the things that's going on the internet, Regina Daniels came out here to keep all the praises to her mom, and she wrote, "My God on earth, my guardian angel, my mother, my everything, my Arike. In my next world, I pray I remain your daughter so you can keep guiding me right spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, harmoniously." At Rita Daniels, this is what she wrote, guys. But you trust netizens now; they will definitely have something to say. So let's read out what netizens think about what she wrote. The first person here said, after eating grandpa money together with her, with laughing emoji. The next person say na only Chika Ikefi advise now, oh." Crying emoji and laughing emoji. That's mocking. The next person say mother with bad advice. The first person here said, let everyone make the decision that they feel is right for them, in as much as poverty will be eliminated and peace of mind will come to stay. The next person say, please always listen to your mom. Don't mind what people will say. The next person say, na her mama car they use now. The next person say, she is heartbroken. Please, someone check up on her. But like, what is you people's business? Come on, you people are the one that really really wants to know how this girl's life is going right now. You all want to know, and you come up here. Anyways, people with their opinion. I'm not gonna stop them from, having their opinion. It's never gonna be possible. The next person here said, crying in Bentley or in Ferrari. The next person here said, why did you remove your wedding ring? God will intervene in your marriage. May God punish any strange woman that wants to collect your husband. Amen. The next person here said, the wife she collected their hobby from uncle, hypocrite now give away. They do all this. The next person said, like seriously? The next person said, she was a strange woman in another woman's marriage, so your prayer will not work. That strange woman in her marriage is blessed and will remain blessed. Despite all this thing going on the internet about Regina Daniels, she's still coming hard for her online in-laws. She keep on showing off. She just acquired a wristwatch of $30,000, and guys, she's showing it to her fans. In fact, she's not even, I don't think she's moved by whatever thing you guys are saying. But anyways, I wouldn't blame her. This is the only way she can use to keep on the validation about whatever anybody thinks about what is going on in her life. She just needs to like protect her peace by coming on here to like act as if everything is okay. Even if you think it's not okay, she has to be okay. Maybe she's even really really okay and happy, because not only her eye know wetin her eye see for that marriage where she go marry her her grandfather. Okay, not only her know wetin her eye see, you don't even know how much she had beard in, trying to like, when you kiss a grandpa, fresh girl like her kissing a grandpa, having something with grandpa, it is so not, oh my god, it is so not making sense, guys. So you wouldn't blame her now. Not only her eye know what she see for that marriage, and maybe the man in question is even very, you wouldn't know what we see on the internet. Maybe he's a manipulative person. Maybe he doesn't even want this girl to, really really have the peace that we all think that she's having, and maybe she has gotten it up here and she decided to leave. Okay, we don't even know the story because she had not come here to say anything. The only thing we knew is that she has removed her name, and it's so obvious, because why would you do that? Why would you remove your name? But anyway, guys, you don't know what is in this movie, in this industry. You see, this celebrity thingy, it is not easy. It takes the grace of God. Hey, even a well-trained child. Hey, remember Regina Daniels, her mother used to be her manager all of these years. And then look at she ended up with a grandfather, with, okay, sorry to say grandfather, with an older man, very old man, that they say that is older than her father. She ended up marrying that man because of money, because she wants to be in the limelight where everybody will talk about her. She wants to be the latest girl driving the best car. She wants to be the latest girl doing the most big things. And guys, you don't blame her, because the industry is full of competition. If you're not there, you will not understand. So I think it's about the competition that led her. And then her mom, seeing that she wants her child to be known, not to be seen, not to be visible, she have to like join forces with billionaire senator Ned Nwoko's wife, so that she will be able to, be keep up with, that lifestyle that all the celebrities sleeps around to keep up with, right? She wanted her child, instead of her to run around trying to, I know a lot of people that will call on the phone from abroad, anywhere, and call and say, I like this girl, Regina Daniel. Please, can I have a number? And all of that. That kind of a thing, it happens, right? It happens. And some of them want to do one or two with them in order to, give them money so that they will live that their baby girl's life, that they all wanted to be living. But I think the mom had to say, okay, then marry this one. Since he said he wants to marry you, marry him, and then let's milk him. When you're done, it's not like she gave birth to two handsome boys for the man, but I think she is tired. She is tired. Now only her go tell us what in her eye they see for the marriage. No be us. Maybe in the nakas, maybe she's not getting enough because she's a young girl, right? But I know they will tell you, okay, there is this man I'm going to. I'll put up his speech where he talked about Ned Nwoko. You will hear what he have to say, guys.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Akpoki. There's so much on social media concerning Regina and her marriage. Usually, it does not concern us. But as an area grandfather, I want to give counsel to young girls. You see that thing behind me near the clock? Shines like gold, but it is not gold. It is not all that glitters that is gold. It is gold plated, but it is not gold. There is no way you will package polygamy and turn it to gold. There's no way. And I will explain as I go along. Money and luxury do not sustain marriage. If not, Bill and Melinda will not have divorced. Tiger Woods and his wife will not have divorced. Alakija and her husband will not have separated. There is no amount of money that will turn brass to gold. Brass is brass. Gold is gold. A polygamous marriage is like brass. It cannot be compared to God's original plan. Even in Muslim societies, many of the very prominent Muslims, educated Muslims, many of them, I didn't say all of them, are monogamous, even though the provision is there. Polygamy, to a large extent, involves a narcissistic approach to life. Now, only me, the person. Every other person, na instrument, na utensil. Na me be number one. Every other person, they secondary. Polygamy does not put the emotions of the females in that relationship into consideration. It is the self-idolizing appetite of the man that is uppermost. Beautiful women, virgins, or whatever that the man wants. That is his narcissistic approach. While he is not a virgin, he is fairly used and maybe an old car, but he wants a brand new wife, virgin, unpolluted. I said during the Nedu podcast, when I said I was a 2-minute man, and that at my age, then I was 65, that I can't spend more than 2 minutes. I'm a 2-minute man. And that any man of my age bracket married to a young girl, that the two people are mutually exploiting each other. One exploiting for wealth, fame, comfort, and a future where her children can have a glorious inheritance. And with the psychology that it is better to weep in a Bentley or Lamborghini than to weep in a Volkswagen Beetle. So it's mutually exploitative. Now, monogamous marriages are difficult. If it was possible for me, I would marry half a wife. And I told somebody that my wife should be paid husband support for taking care of me and for marrying me. You have child support. That is in developed societies. They pay women because of the children that they are catering for. They are supposed to pay my wife husband support money. And that's why I always ask God to give me more than enough so that when she asks for money, I have to give to her. I give her financial orgasm. Or like that policeman, financial organism. Now, one day I told her, let's go and eat peanut or groundnut and drink Coke at Mr. Smith's place. Help me, I help you at Ogbo Hill near Jera Hotel. I said, let's go for a break. We left the hospital. As we were going, I told her, you did try when you did marry me. Oh. She said, you self did try to marry me. We agreed that we are not the best, but we are making the best out of where we found ourselves, the situation we had agreed to go into, assets and liabilities. Now multiply that by 6 relationships in one house. It's going to be warfare. So for a young girl of 18 to enter a volleyball team, because it takes 6 people to play volleyball, a volleyball team that will comprise of 5 mature, experienced, veteran volleyball players. And then you come in as a sophomore to come and play. Know that you are heading for disaster. It is easy to know the meal that will satisfy you. People say, that is the meal that will satisfy you. You can gauge it with your eyes. 5 women before you. In a volleyball team, you don't hold on to the ball for too long. Merely it reaches you, you pass it to your neighbor throws it across the net. If you hold on to the ball for too long, you have committed foul play. Somebody did not learn and held on to the ball for too long. I learned from being a guest preacher that when pastors want to invite you, it's as if they have an erection. They are so excited to welcome Dr. Akpoki to come and speak. Immediately you go there, they will say, we want to take everything from him that he came with. If you are not wise, you will be there preaching and preaching and preaching and preaching. Then you start saying, as I said last week, as I said the last time I was here, after some time, they will throw you away. A grandfather has seen everything. And let me turn it around. A grandmother does not fear an erection. A man who has had 5 previous highly educated, very beautiful international women, after having you for a period of time, taking you around, there is no shakara you can do for him. You can become like Australia. Everybody knows where it is, but nobody finds it easy to reach there prematurely. And you see, copulation is pleasurable friction. A man who is very busy, who is wealthy, can have orgasm from the other wives and from several other things. More especially when the volleyball team has many contestants, potential players that will play more than you, standing by the lines to come in. The next thing is that you can't pretend to be asleep. You can't pretend to be asleep under observation. There is no way you display love on social media to convince people. The reality dawns with pressure and time, and then the pleasure evaporates. What happened in the house of old Leah will happen in the house of broiler one day. And so, what made the man to leave 5 other women to come for you will also make him leave you and go for another person. Even if he doesn't go for another person, the disinterest will come. And the people who are there before you know him more than you. They know his taste and know his appetite. Particularly if they are equally beautiful, equally internationalized. One Igbo woman said that a woman does not marry television, does not marry cars, does not marry containers, does not marry money. A woman marries her man, and you will need companionship. Companionship. 2 is a company, while 6 is a large crowd. And in a large crowd, people must step on each other's toes, and there will be a lot of shoving and screaming and suffocation. And sometimes somebody can be trampled upon. 6 wives and 20-something children is a community. And small pikin, not a big community leader. Small pikin, not a big pikin. Small pikin, not a big community leader. You just go there to say, I want to be community leader. Marriage involves consecration. God is omni everything, but he is a jealous God. Not to talk of human beings, 6 of them contesting for the affection, attention, and the expenditure of one man. it's likely not to work. Very likely. Marriage is consecration. The reason I don't do adultery is that God expects the church to be faithful to Christ. So also, I expect myself to be faithful to my wife. I just detest adultery. It's dirty. It's expensive. It is betrayal. So it is consecration, marriage, the God's prescription. And if you don't follow the manufacturer's manual, you will get into trouble. I have a Mercedes here. There are specifications. It has so many sensors. You just do one wrong thing, you are in trouble. I drove it through water. All the batteries are underneath. Everything I spent up to $250,000. I don't know what I did recently. The brain box just packed up. And I spent hundreds of thousands of naira buying a brain box and repairing it. So marriage has divine specification. And once you go out of it, you will suffer breakdown. Now, I want to quickly say this, that what happened in Morocco will happen in Nigeria. So when you get addicted to a level of comfort, it's difficult to run away. And the man that was able to convince you to marry you at a certain age is always capable of convincing you to come back, especially when he is rich, powerful, and he has nothing to lose. So don't be surprised if Regina goes back to her matrimonial home, because it is not easy. It is not easy out there. It is not easy out there. There's a difference between June and July. I remain the area grandfather. We speak because we want the next generation not to make mistakes, not to fall into the traps that this dispensation presents with glamour. There is no amount of plating, money, Instagram. This one you're seeing behind me here is not gold. It is gold plated. Polygamy can never be marketed as gold. Dr. Charles Akpoki is still my name. If you are angry with me, now you sabi, marriage be like pepper soup. Go inside, you go cook am, you go drink am. If you pepper, you did them. I have a webinar coming up on the 15th and on the 16th of March. People are already registering all over the world. Send a message to +234, please. +234 80 21 21 92 62. And then we'll have properties for sale. The same number, +234 80 21 21 92 62. Ederi wuru, ederi kororoma. In Yoruba language, it means that the day your mate dies, when you go for the funeral, you will think of yourself, how your life is going. Young girls, please think about yourselves from what we have seen. Old men like me, those who have Bola, let them hear. And don't let your erection give you direction.